Hey guys, Wayne here from H2 Tech Videos. Today I'm going to be doing a special video. What's the big difference between the iPhone 8 Plus and the iPhone 7 Plus? So we know the new iPhone just came out. A lot of people are trying to figure out which one is better. Should I upgrade? Let's go through it and let's see. So software wise, iPhone 8 Plus does come with the new iOS 11. However, iPhone 7, even though it did come with iOS 10, is upgradable to 11, so there's no real advantage there. So basically same software. Screen wise, exactly the same, 5.5 inch Retina HD display, so nothing's changed there. Camera wise, nothing has also changed. Well, so this one is like very technical. The front camera is 7 megapixel, rear camera is a dual camera, 12 megapixel. And I believe the f-stop and aperture are a little bit better on the iPhone 8, which has to do with taking in light, so a little bit better for low light, but it's not a crazy difference. Apple really didn't change much for the camera though, so it's kind of the same. I gave it to iPhone 8 though because again, those little tweaks with aperture and f-stop, does make it a hair better than last year. So there's that. In terms of storage, iPhone 8 Plus comes in 64 and 256. iPhone 7 came in 32, 128, 256, blah, blah, blah. Still kind of the same. Battery, this is interesting. So iPhone 8 actually has a smaller battery than the iPhone 7 Plus. Based on what Apple has on their website, it looks like the talk time and the details are the same. According to Apple, they've optimized things in the phone so that they didn't have to put as large of a battery, but basically they're saying the battery life is going to be the same from the 7 and the 8, even though the 8 has a slightly smaller battery. So I think it's still something important to note because they can say whatever they want, but when you get the phone, you're going to actually see, is the battery the same or not. So basically it didn't get better, so we gave that one to the Plus. Processor wise, this is where the 8 Plus does shine. It has the new A11 Bionic hexa-core processor, 3 gigs of RAM. iPhone 7 has the A10. So every year they do upgrade, they do speed up the processor, so you are getting a slightly faster phone. So definitely not to be ignored. RAM is the same at 3 gigs though. In terms of weight, the iPhone 7 Plus is actually slightly lighter by about half an ounce. So iPhone 8 is 7.13 ounces. iPhone 7 Plus is 6.63 ounces. So it may not sound like a lot, but when you feel the phone, that's when you will be able to tell the difference. If you thought your iPhone 7 was heavy, then be careful because the 8 is heavier. So there's that. In terms of extra features, so they both have fingerprint scanner. They both are water and dust resistant, IP67. They both have 3D touch, so the built-in feature in the screen to be able to press down and have access to extra options, optical image stabilization, and dual camera. Those are all things that they both have. The two main things, in my opinion, that separate the 8 and the 7 are Bluetooth 5.0, which allows you to connect to two Bluetooth devices at one time, as well as wireless charging. Those are two big extra features that stand out for the 8. The 8 also has a different backing, so it's actually made of glass, not aluminum like the iPhone 7. So the feel of the phone is different. Apple says the glass is reinforced. I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube and people are saying that the glass already scratches kind of easy. So that's another thing to kind of be careful about if you're going to upgrade from 7 to 8. Like, you're going from aluminum to glass, and if you had an iPhone 4 or 4S, you remember what the glass backing was like. A ton of people were dropping their phones and breaking them and shattering the glass. And so this is an important thing to point out. Overall guys, we're not here to tell you which one to get. We're just here to tell you what the differences are. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide if it's worth the jump to iPhone 8 Plus. Again, keep in mind, the software is the same. That's one thing about Apple devices you have to always keep in mind. They run the same software. So Apple just pushed out the iOS 11 update If you haven't updated it, I have a video on how to update yours, so check out that video. But basically, feature-wise, you're getting all the same things. The way the phone operates is identical. There's nothing from the 7 to the 8 that, oh, I can only do this on the 8 and not the 7, software-wise. So you really just have to look at the specs and say, okay, what is so different about the 8 and the 7? Or is it just, I'm just ready to upgrade? If you're just ready to just say you have another iPhone, then, you know, then the 8 probably would be the next one for you. Wireless charging is great, and I love it. I have a Samsung, and I use wireless charging all the time. And the Note 8, which is the phone I have, has Bluetooth 5.0, which I also use. I love to sync multiple Bluetooth devices, so those are really nice features. You have to ask yourself, is that worth the jump? Ultimately, that's up to you. Hope you guys did find this video helpful and informative. Leave a comment if you did, and if you learned something new that you didn't know. Make sure you hit that like button if you did find the video helpful, and subscribe as well. And thanks for watching. Take care. And I have another video coming that's going to be the iPhone X versus the iPhone 7 Plus, so you can see the difference in the new phone and also see if it's worth the jump to that phone as well. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. Take care and have a good one.